It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. The action tonight will be live from Salt Lake City as the Utah Jazz play against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Not an easy stretch of basketball lately for Cleveland. They're in a little bit of a skid now. There's no other way to put it. Whatever momentum they may have had early in the season has gone away here as we've reached the midway point. An intriguing matchup tonight. Two smart, experienced ball clubs. Shaq, how do you see this one playing out?
Solid execution on both sides. Each guy playing to his own strengths.
Okay. I think it's going to be more tactical, though, honestly. You know, if the game is played at a fast pace, that's when the benches come into play because we'll see who has the bigger bench.
You
okay? You all right?
Oh.
You all right?
Man, no, I'm not.
Okay.
Oh. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Oh, sorry, Ernie. Did it go down the wrong pipe?
Something did.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. The Utah Jazz come into this one after the win against the Clippers in Los Angeles. And that was a serious blowout. Not too many people can claim that they saw that coming.
And the story of that game was their terrific rhythm on the offensive end.
Right. You could tell they were in a groove all night. They looked comfortable. They didn't rush. It was gorgeous execution.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thanks very much. Well, Quinn Snyder is the coach here in Utah, and he said, as a coaching staff, we show the players we have confidence in them. And then we're unbelievably demanding. But it has to be mixed with patience. And that, over time, pays off. Kevin?
Teaching and motivating. He's done a nice job, D.A. Thanks. We have two teams tonight, Doris, with a lot of experience between them. What type of game, in your view, does that typically result in?
Well, typically you see a very well-played game, very few turnovers from either side, a high level of execution on both the offensive and defensive ends, and sometimes it comes down to the little things. Who wins the 50-50 balls? Who goes to the free throw line more? When you're talking about two high-caliber, experienced teams, it's the little things that make a difference.
Attention to detail. Well said. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've got Sexton. He's out there with Alec Burks. Rodney Hood out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Osman in at the 4 slot. The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
The free throw drops for Ingles. Many had wondered if the Jazz would rebuild after they lost Hayward. Turns out they just, Doris, reloaded.
They'll give the Jazz organization from the top down a ton of credit because after losing Gordon Hayward, they didn't mope or feel sorry for themselves. They got a bona fide star in Donovan Mitchell in the draft. And this is a team that's got talent in the post-Hayward era, and they are going to be a factor.
And this last offseason, one that every Cleveland fan dreaded, LeBron hitting free agency. And Doris, they were right to be worried.
And now the challenge for the Cavs organization is replacing a player of LeBron's magnitude. This is a group that still has talent, but it certainly has to think about rebuilding. It was an incredible second stint for LeBron in Cleveland, but the Cavs will surely be a whole new team without him.
The first one falls. And, of course, Collin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, he scored 40 that night. I mean, almost led them to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
Both good from the line that time.
Boy, just never a good idea to give this guy too many chances at the line. He's going to cash in.
Here's Mitchell. Buries it down low. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the night.
What area of the floor can't Donovan Mitchell score from? This guy, terrific job on the interior.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Sexton kicks to Hood. To the paint. The rebound by the Jazz. Mitchell outside. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Mitchell doesn't waste time. He sees a chance to finish with authority and doesn't pass it up.
Here's Sexton. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland. Pass to Osman. Hood with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Here's Sexton. For the three. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Free throw good, Sexton.
And you see the speed, the athleticism, and scoring ability of Sexton. Special. A guard with a fantastic skill set and loads of potential.
And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3. And it's Utah's ball. The drive by Mitchell. And the shot goes in. Mitchell's got 6.
Wow, gentlemen, the quick first step of Donovan Mitchell gets the advantage, and it's over.
Sexton the pass to Thompson. Ingles against Burks. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. The open look here for Sexton.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Mitchell. Sinks that one from the post. He's got 8.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Sexton kicks to Thompson. Inside. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Gobert.
And not just sustaining the lead, they're adding to it.
Right, and this is precisely what you want to do. Build up the lead and keep the pressure on.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 5. Launches it. Hits it from 3-point range.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to Portland. Gobert trying to get open. Count it. 12 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
You know, there's a balance between that aggression and overdoing it. You can't reach in. These are things officials are looking to call.
check out the numbers for Rudy Gobert. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, averaging 15 points a game, 15 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Here's Sexton. In close, he hits it. Sexton's got 10 points.
Boy, as aggressive as he's been hitting all these shots, they're still behind. Oh, that's unbelievable. Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Hood. 20 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Boy, nice feed. Leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
Here's Mitchell. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And Greg, right out of the gate, Donovan Mitchell seemed like a veteran more than a rookie.
I mean, his professionalism was one of the first things Ricky Rubio noticed about Mitchell. Father played minor league baseball, knows what it takes to succeed in professional sports. And you can just see it in his approach to practice and his commitment to improving his game. Mitchell was already the surprise of that 2017 draft, and I don't think there's any question he's destined to be a star.
And Mitchell, no good on that one.
Boy, this is as exciting a combo guard as there is in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell's craftiness, his assertiveness, all of those things make this guy special.
Now, here's Mitchell. After Collin Sexton's miss.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
He had stolen by Ingles. And now Ingles pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Such a skilled defender, Kevin. Joe Ingles, great at positioning himself and using his length to poke balls away.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. Sexton with it. He's got 10. Over Mitchell. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And 12 points for Collin Sexton. Over Sexton. And it's Mitchell missing.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
Sexton the pass to Thompson. Burks kicks to Hood. There's the pass to Sexton. To the inside. And that one's good. Osman.
I'll tell you, that's aggressive passing. Threading it down low and setting up the bucket inside. Really nice.
Here's the floater. In, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor, and looking for more.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Thompson sends it back.
That's where Thompson's length comes into play. You think you can sneak a shot over him, but he'll swat it right back at you.
Sexton kicks to Thompson. Put on the wing. His first shot coming late. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. Now, here's Sexton. 12 points for him. And Hood with the basket on the assist by Sexton.
Quick trigger from Rodney Hood. He takes no time getting the shot off after the catch.
Mitchell banked in off the glass. Mitchell's got 24 points.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they've built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
Poked loose. It's off his leg. And the ref's saying he kicked it. And Utah making a change here. Crowder's checked in. And the Cavaliers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Yo, snatch up your camera, I need things like astronaut. Please don't make me pull up on you. Lot time saw you, about to get right to the point. And my sneakers match my sweater. I got hella sauce like soy. Like my dad, I'm the man. Don't wanna see me mad. What you doing? Is you lost? Go ahead and call a cab. Hey, yesterday my mother called me. She told me that she be worried about my food and what I eat. And I told her it's calamari. When I got no plans, sipping on it after dinner. You say you hang with the man. I see him when I'm in the mirror.
A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. Taking a look at Toronto, they've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And checking out Cleveland, just way behind.
And seeing where the Cavaliers are, their season has been exactly the kind of misadventure their fans were afraid it might be.
And with the major...
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And guys, it's working.
Oh, no doubt. I think they've controlled the paint. They've used their size and strength to get off any shot they want.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Cleveland Cavaliers, trailing by 13. Sexton kicks to Thompson. Out to Hood, fires from deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Crowder goes in, makes it off the glass. Crowder's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Doris, you've covered the NBA and the Jazz for so long. Just how much does this team mean to its community?
Well, this is one of the great environments in the entire NBA. Jazz fans are diehard. They're loud and they're proud. And I'll tell you, as the only pro team in the state, it's no wonder.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Pass to Osman. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Osman's got 6 points.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man. Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
Hood gets the bucket.
Well, Rodney Hood is a guy who takes a good number of three-pointers. He's no doubt a floor spacer. The defense can't give him room.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Sexton the pass to Thompson. Stolen by O'Neal. Fast break, here we go. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
I tell you, when Donovan Mitchell starts to cook, you might as well sit back and enjoy the show.
The Cavaliers trail by 18. Sexton the pass to Thompson. Now, here's Sexton. Covered by Mitchell. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. And a first time out of the game called for Utah. By this point in the season, Doris, certain teams have been hit hard by the injury bug. And the truth is, the next man up, the next player up, can be easier said than done.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Kevin. Sometimes it's not necessarily when the injury happens. It's who has the injury hit. So a all-star level player, an MVP caliber player, can't necessarily be replaced one for one. So sometimes you've got to make some schematic adjustments, and sometimes you've got to rely on the whole to pick up the one big star that's gone down.
I always thought, too, character is really revealed when you start losing a couple players to injury.
No doubt, Kevin.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Utah.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging about 26 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Last game for the Cavaliers, it was a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
And when the defense isn't there, Greg, you really open up the floodgates for the other team. They didn't have any heart.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Got it. Good job in the low post. Mitchell's got 36.
Boy, what has gotten into him? He's taken his game to an unreal level this quarter.
To the wing on the left. Now here is Dellavedova, guarded closely. Lets a floater go, and the layup is up and in. Dellavedova's got his first points of the game.
I'll tell you, the floater is a shot that takes great touch, but that one looks pretty leaving his fingertips.
Bucket is good.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
To the paint, here's Payne. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Korver for 3. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. It's an 18-point game.
The defense lost him there, and he should have made him pay.
Crowder from outside. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Remarkable confidence from Crowder, pulling up with no hesitation. Love the separation he created.
Dellavedova kicks to Zizic. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, Mouse in the house. He recognizes the size advantage and goes right to the rim. Good aggressive play.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Now, this guy's trying to close this game out in style. He's not going to stop attacking until he's sure this win is in the books.
Passes to Blossingame. Floats one. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game. And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
It's stolen by Ingles. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
52 seconds left to play here in the first. To the middle, here's Payne. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
I'll tell you guys, what a delivery on that lead pass. He puts it right where his teammate can go get it.
Thompson with the rebound.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Stolen by Mitchell. And stolen by Payne. Down low, Crowder with the steal. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The drive by Mitchell. A beautiful reverse layup. Mitchell's got 44.
Boy, this guy has had a major impact on this game. The scoring he has done has propelled them to this lead.
Here's Zizic. defended by Crowder. Now Payne. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. Got it off in time, and that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. It's the Jazz running away with it, and we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including Rudy Gobert.
It's very lucky to have a coach like that. He really takes everything, with heart, and he wants us to be the best defensive team in the league, as I do. And I think when the coach and the players are on the same page, usually, good things happen.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Jazz, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Feels like they're getting a lot of deflections, hands-on basketballs resulting into steals. This has been pretty to watch.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Utah, Udo out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Korver in at the small forward. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. It's good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Dellavedova, the pass to Zizic. Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Well, Jay Crowder, a versatile forward to me who fits in so well with this team. He can hit threes. He can match up well on the defensive end. This is a player who has a bigger impact than his stats might indicate.
Here's Clarkson. And it's in there. Clarkson's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, pick your poison. Jordan Clarkson is proficient in the pick-and-roll game, and he's basically saying, what do you want to give me? I'm going to take advantage.
Mitchell's shot is good. With Crowder, it's his physicality, Doris, that establishes his presence on the floor.
Right. He is able to match up with rugged offensive players. This guy is strong enough to guard multiple positions, and even if his shot isn't falling, he can make an impact on the floor.
Here's Mitchell. He got it again. Sensational.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Timeout called, Cleveland.
To me, guys, Donovan Mitchell gives evidence and credence to the notion that drafting players is more art than science. Think about it. This guy taken 13th, not much was expected, but all of last year he was neck and neck in the heat of the Rookie of the Year talk.
Derek Favors checked in for Kyle Korver. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Cavaliers.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
To the middle. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
The drive by Mitchell.
This is where Donovan Mitchell is nearly impossible to stop. With that aggressive defense, he still finds a way to score it.
And it's Dellavedova with the ball. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That team is a little road weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home. And that's a foul called on Ante Zizic. That is his first foul of the game.
Cavaliers substitution. Chetty Osman. Alec Burks.
For Utah, they've gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. And another one! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
That's tipped. Stolen by Mitchell. All alone. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Mitchell understanding that length and athleticism serves him well on the defensive end. Nicely done.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Pass to Zizic. He kicks to Sexton. Buries the long-range jumper. Sexton's got 17.
Guys, listen, the defense was totally invisible on that three-point attempt. Nobody even in his zip code.
Here's Udo. And it's Zizic with the rebound.
Boy, not enough spring in his step on the way to the cup. He actually short arms that layup.
Clarkson. And there's the pass to Zizic. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Mitchell dishes to Favors. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, Kev, the defense has got to be aware of Derek Favors. This guy is especially effective at using his height near the rim.
And stolen by Favors. Here's Sexton. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Boy, the score would look a lot different if his teammates could have had the kind of night he's had.
Here's Mitchell, and he lays it straight in. Mitchell's got 58.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Clarkson passes to Osman, kicks it to Sexton. Off target from outside. Here's Mitchell. And good! He hits it again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Cleveland's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Zizic. Inside, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
This guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
Utah calls timeout, and just an impossible shot to guard at times. Doris, when you think of that step-back jump shot in the league, it's lethal, and there are a couple guys who have perfected it.
Well, 2 in particular. James Harden, that step-back that he added is now unguardable, and Steph Curry as well. Those 2 men, when they decide to get to that step-back jumper, turn the lights out, close the gym doors, and step back, because it's going in.
Pull up at the show, I put my go-to face on. Feds on my case, but I got my go-to face on. So just act like I told you. You can tell by the look on my face, I ain't come here to do nothing else but go through. Just tell all the man them road true. That's why I better know +20. Questions I beg you don't ask me any. That means I don't wanna hear nothing other than go true. And here's your bottle of hello. Born and raised in the ghetto, they chat to police and my single settle. Put on my go-to face and swing at MC all over the place. Raggle. Come true thinking that white Air Max Stone Island camo. And it's very loud, so excuse me if I get a little bit paranoid. I
The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. You take a look at the Warriors. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, Utah. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And seeing where Utah is, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Oh, that's for sure. I mean, this is where the pressure really starts to build. Any little slip-up between here and the end of the season, and they could find themselves sitting at home for the playoffs.
That one drops for them.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Sexton kicks to Zizic. Cleveland moving the ball around. Burks against Crowder. 6 to shoot. Here's Sexton, and the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. The drive by Mitchell. Good, that's another bucket. That's 62 points, 62.
Amazing, a remarkable performance from him so far.
Clarkson kicks to Zizic. And it's good for 2. Zizic has got 4 this quarter. And it's Utah's ball. Here's Mitchell. And it's blocked. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Udo. And Udo with the stuff.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
So much tenacity. Really tries to outwork everyone around him.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. Jazz shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Mitchell, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
When he's determined to finish, Donovan Mitchell is so good, powering through whatever the defense puts in his path.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Hood checked in for the Cavaliers. Payne comes in for Jordan Clarkson.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. And the league last season, Doris, looking to tighten up on the traveling calls. You think that's a move in a positive direction, and it's had a good effect?
Well, Kevin, I'm sure you agree with this. We want to see if there's a traveling violation, it should be called.
Yes.
We have given the offensive players enough advantages, and by that I mean we've made it less physical on the perimeter. We've allowed for freedom of movement, and so I think anytime you learn from a kid, listen, if you pick up that pivot foot, it's a travel. In the past, I thought a lot were missed. What's your take on it, Kev?
I like what you said, and even more for the younger kids who are learning the game, they got to play the right way. It's got to be called.
That's right.
Good.
Boy, nothing you can do about that. Mitchell is just simply that good, converting over aggressive defense.
And here's Sexton. He's got 21. Zizic passes to Payne. No one near him. He gets it in there. Payne's got his second basket. Payne's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Here's Mitchell. And got it! Another basket.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Well, Cleveland shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Payne looking around. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Utah calls timeout.
And if you're sensing a concern, best thing you can do is call timeout.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. You've got to get this game under control. I think he sees some adjustments he can make.
A different look for Utah. Gobert comes in for Utah. And it's Korver in for Crowder.
Kyle Korver.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
Well, for the most part, they've taken care of the ball. I mean, that's one of the few mistakes they've made in what has been a good half.
Here's Payne. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And a wide open look for Hood. And a miss there on the triple. The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Passes it to Zizic. Hood deciding where to go with it. Here's Osman. Lays it up and banks it in. Osman's got 8 points.
Really well done on that assist. He sees the target inside and puts it right into the hands.
Baseline try. And it's Mitchell missing. Mitchell against Hood. Pass to Payne. From deep three-point range. Utah with the rebound.
Jeez. Maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Whatever he was trying to do, that's not his best look. He can get a better one.
And now we go to our rookie leaderboard to get a check on the players at the top of the freshman class in assists over the last 10 games. 5th, Collin Sexton.
And those are some of the finest passers the rookie class has to offer. I mean, that's some great company. I think he'd like to stay right in that mix.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Cavaliers making a change here. And so he makes both from the line. Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Sacre bleu! Thank you, GA. He is indeed a fiery competitor.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Gobert. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
Well, Rudy Gobert has taken on more of a leadership role with this team. Clearly a difference maker on the court with his defense, and will get the team to fall in line. Hard to argue with one of the elite rim protectors in our league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, at 7'1", Rudy Gobert has become known as the Stifle Tower, and this guy's starting to excel and get a bigger role on the offensive end.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 59 seconds left in the first half. Here's Blasingame, covered by Mitchell, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Korver, good.
Kyle Korver sending a message, I'm not just a three-point shooter. Give him an opportunity close, and he takes advantage.
43 seconds left in the second quarter. Put on the wing, lets the three fly. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his third assist on the night. Korver against Hood. Korver, good. Korver's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, unless someone gets a hand to it, it's hard to miss the mark from that close range.
To the inside. Back to Dellavedova. Takes the three. Another three for Cleveland.
Matthew Dellavedova.
And so Gobert will bring it up for Utah. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And again!
And that ties him for third all-time scoring for a single game. What an incredible performance.
Absolutely. A game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show.
And, of course, 78 points, the mark that Wilt Chamberlain had over 5 decades ago. Kobe Bryant's 81 is up next, but he is already in the most elite of company.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Utah out in front, delivering the blowout. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points, 3 assists, and 4 steals. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, their field goal percentage is a number that jumps off the page. May I say it's Shaq-like?
That's a good one.
Seriously, they're incredibly efficient shooting the basketball, and I don't think they settle for any bad shots. And you're never going to go wrong with that strategy.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 101. Maintain position 101. Learn how to play basketball 101. Things like that, Ernie.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Welcome back, everyone, to Salt Lake City, Utah. That's the state capital right here in Utah. Really a sight to see when you get that kind of perspective from above. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, the first half, what a thing of beauty. He was just living in the lane.
How special is it, Greg, to watch a guy who's able to get into the paint with speed and consistency? They cannot let him get inside like that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Sexton is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then it's Thompson. And it's Osman in at the 4. Here's Thompson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Tristan is starting to develop a sense for how to find contact and working his way to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Thompson.
Thompson knows he needs to keep working on that free throw shot. It definitely needs improvement.
And so Thompson nails both of them. And Utah has possession. Inside, stolen by Thompson. Here's Burks. No good that time. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Korver passes to Mitru Long. Great D that time from Hood. Cavaliers shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Burks kicks to Sexton. Out to Thompson. Burks dishes to Sexton. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
All right, a chance to see some stats for Burks. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's averaging 14 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Favors can't get it to go. For Cleveland, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Burks, the pass to Osman. The shot, no good. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
They were hoping for a fast start. Instead, they're 0 for 4.
Mitru Long, good on the baseline J. Mitru Long's got his first points in this one. There's the pass to Sexton. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Gobert. And again, it's Utah.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Well, typically speaking, transition points are high percentage looks. Get out and go. That's their philosophy.
And that one's good. Osman.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Here's Favors, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Favors has got his second bucket tonight.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Favors has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, Kev, what incredible penetration from your power forward. Love to watch Derek Favors attack when he sees that open lane.
Sexton kicks to Thompson. Burks with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Knocked loose. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert. And now he has a triple-double. 10 points, 12 assists, and 13 rebounds. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Burks kicks to Thompson. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
There's no doubt. They're making all the right moves. Their chemistry tonight has been phenomenal.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
When you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. That's good from O'Neal. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Clarkson kicks to Thompson. And it's Osman missing.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Here's Ingles. Left block shot on the way. Jump shot is good that time. Ingles has got 8.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And that one good from Clarkson.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
O'Neal misses. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Cleveland. He kicks it to Sexton. From deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Basket, good. O'Neal's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now, here's Sexton. 21 points in the game. They get it again. Passes to Clarkson. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 17-5 run. And the basket by Ingles.
Well, this is the main weapon in Ingles' arsenal, right? Very quietly, one of the elite shooters in the NBA. Well, obviously, Rudy Gobert sets himself apart on the defensive end. I once had a coach tell me, Rudy Gobert is a defense unto himself. The shot blocking, the shot altering, and one of the best rebounders in the game.
And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Sexton the pass to Thompson. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And Doris with Gobert in his defense. It goes beyond the shot block.
Oh, my goodness, Kevin, way beyond the shot blocking. That reach bothers enough shots that even when he doesn't block it, he's a problem.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Here's Korver. Chalk up 2 there. Korver's got 6.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Cavaliers shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Sexton. Kicks to Burks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one good from Clarkson.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Here's Gobert. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, there's size, and there's length, and there's touch. Rudy Gobert doing work.
Knocked loose. He had stolen by Ingles. And here we go. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by O'Neal. O'Neal's got his 6th assist on the night. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Poked loose. Down low. Here's Thompson. Here's Osman. It doesn't go for him. Korver with the defensive effort.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Clarkson finds Burks. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
What an excellent passer from the small forward position. Joe Ingles does such a great job setting up his teammates.
The pass to Osman. To the paint. To halt the run. And Sexton slams it in.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play.
Well, it might have taken Joe Ingles a few years to adjust to the NBA, but he looks right at home now. Was playing overseas until he made the NBA jump at age 27. The way he's playing now, it was worth the wait.
Udo's checked in for Utah. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Kyle Korver.
Shooting 1.
The free throw drops for Ingles. And for Ingles, he's a player that gives you a little bit of everything.
Yeah, he's played in a number of leagues and has picked up quite a few tricks along the way. Great passer, can act as that point forward if you need him to, but his shooting from the outside has made him into the strong player that he is. A career 40% shooter from three.
Well, the offensive game of Joe Ingles continues to expand. Boy, when he's really rolling, look out.
Cavaliers shooting a pretty wretched 28% in the third quarter. This offense needs to maybe try some different angles. The shot's good from Zizic.
I'll tell you, Kev, they wouldn't object if all their looks were that close.
Here's Mitchell. And another one.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years.
Zizic kicks to Dellavedova. And another three for Cleveland.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
And here's Ingles outside. And Utah, another three.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Pass to Clarkson. Dellavedova with the ball. He's guarded by Udo. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Udo. Udo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Ingles. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Awesome game. No good on the three. And here's Utah. They're on a 20-7 run. Rebounded by Clarkson.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
Here's Dellavedova. Rejected by Crowder.
Well, Crowder known for his defense, and you love to see him get high for these rejections.
Clarkson taking his time here. To the inside. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got 8.
I'll tell you, such a tremendous rhythm to that sequence. Great player movement, great ball movement on the lead pass.
Mitchell with it. Out and good. There's another.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100. This is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. And Cleveland also making a change. Hood's checked in.
Get on up out of your seats and make some noise for your Jazz Gamers.
Well, free throw shooting, such an important part of the NBA game. And as the two-guard position goes, these have been the best in the league over the last 10 games. You take a look at Hood, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic. And, of course, Alec Burks. He shows up in that same conversation.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the two-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
You know, that's a very steady bunch at the line, no doubt about that. In any kind of clutch situation, if it's one of those players shooting the big free throw, you can be sure he's going to come through.
Ingles kicks to Crowder. Goes up the baseline, and Utah again with the bucket.
Well, Crowder is not afraid to play bully basketball. This is a guy who will battle through contact.
To the middle, here's Zizic, rebounded by the Jazz. 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Mitchell's shot is good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Well, Cleveland shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Payne kicks to Zizic. A floater. Utah with the rebound. Favors has got 6 rebounds in the game. Crowder goes in. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Don't you love the way Jay Crowder slashes into the teeth of the defense? Superb at penetrating towards the cup.
Inside, Zizic, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Mitchell's shot is good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Bounce pass from Hood. Over to the left wing. Dellavedova. Rebound, Utah. Crowder's got his 6th rebound on the night. Mitchell. That one goes. Count it.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
And stolen by Favors. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. It's the Jazz just dominating this one. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Allen. He's out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Kavanaugh in at the power forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Fry. Nwaba kicks to Payne. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Utah's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And it's Mitchell missing. Cavaliers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Pass to Fry. Here's Blasingame. Here's Nwaba to the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Count that one.
That's a nice little outside in play right there. Good feed into the post and a solid finish.
Here's Mitchell. Another one goes. Incredible.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. GA, I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. No good from Fry. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And it's Mitchell missing. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. To the inside. Stolen away. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Allen. From down in the low post, it goes.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really. Catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
It's stolen by Allen. Here's Udo. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And when you've got that much of a size advantage on your defender, that's how you take advantage of it.
One shot, behind the lanes.
Players going to great lengths to improve their performance and extending their prime years. We're seeing it all over the league. Doris, it amazes me.
I heard a number of LeBron James spending 7 figures a year.
Wow.
That's a 1 in 6 zeros to take care of his body.
No kidding.
Right, making an investment in your future. Understanding nutrition to training to recovery. Listen, you have a limited window, Kevin, to make money with your body if you're a professional athlete. So why you wouldn't want to extend that window as long as possible? You're playing a kid's game for fun, Kevin. Come on, let's lengthen it out if we can.
Awesome game. Fry, good.
The long arms of Fry really uses his length well inside.
Mitchell Long passes to Udo. Off target with his three. Cleveland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Payne finds Fry. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it. Sexton, he's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Collin, Sexton.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Now the pass to Nwaba, and the shot goes in.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Doris, this term +6 coming into the lexicon describes a player whose wingspan exceeds his height by at least 6 inches. I know you've heard that before.
Yeah, well, we can think of several players who fit this description of the +6. Electric young players like Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, the Claw. The Claw extends to his wingspan as well. And then Draymond Green, who in the fourth quarter defensively can seem like a player who's everywhere at every moment.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Niang.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Cleveland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to Blossom game. Over Udo. They get it back. Dellavedova. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against length.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up his man and drains it despite having the size on him.
Utah calls timeout. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Count it, good.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it. Boy, he hasn't given them much of anything tonight. He's got to look for his own shot a little less and keep the ball moving.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Fry dishes to Sexton. Cleveland moving it around. Misses off the right iron.
You know, he's working on his inside game, but clearly there's still a little more work to do.
Udo gets the bucket.
He's made obvious improvements since the half, really getting into an offensive groove.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova.
Udo! The assist by Grayson Allen.
Cleveland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And Fry kicks to Clarkson. Doris, what is your solution to the controversy surrounding one and done?
Kevin, I believe the one and dones will be a thing of the past, and I think it will happen shortly. And the reason that can now become a viable option is the G League holds the key. You can now allow players to enter into the minor league straight out of high school. If they raise the salary of those G League players, then it helps across the board.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
Well, they're certainly connecting on a lot of shots in this second half, generating high percentage looks and really cashing in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
It's Allen with the drive, and then Allen slams it in.
Oh, come on, fella. And power it down. That dunk was ridiculous.
There was absolutely nobody that was going to get in the way of that finish. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Cavaliers. To the paint, here's Blasingame, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Here's Allen, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Here's Clarkson. He kicks it to Fry. Now Clarkson passes it to Nwaba. Now here's Sexton from deep. Another 3 for Cleveland.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Here's Udo. It's hauled in by Fry. Fry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Sexton. Sweet little floater. Sexton's got 31 points.
You know, crafty at just capitalizing there on the floater. Give Sexton room to shoot that shot, and he's going to take it.
Mitru Long, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
Pass to Sexton. His 3-pointers off the mark. Utah's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from 3-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And it's good, 2 points.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Cleveland's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
A shot by Udo, no good. The Cavaliers shooting straight 49% from the field. The offensive rebound. And that one good from Clarkson.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Udo. And there it is for him.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And here's Clarkson. Blossom game. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, I think he was forcing too many shots in the first half. Now the game's coming to him.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Here's Udo. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
The floater. Here's Fry, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Fry's got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, he's going to sneak in on you. Channing Frye is a crafty offensive rebounder.
They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Blasingame. And Kavanaugh pulls it down. Kavanaugh's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Boy, they wasted no time getting the ball up the court. Great decision to push it and make the sharp pass to the rim.
Down low, here's Blasingame, and that's good for 2 as he grabs the feed.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
That one good for 2. Udo's got 21.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
I'll tell you, he's relentless right now. He's going straight at the defense and knocking down a lot of shots in this quarter.
And it's Nwaba missing. Utah's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
The league is always looking for ways to adjust the rules, make them better. There's a committee that studies this every single year, and you know, with that in mind, Doris, any rules you think they should alter or tweak?
Yeah, there's absolutely one, Kevin, and I think this goes to the point where perhaps we can have some more uniformity in the FIBA-ruled games that are played and the NBA. And there's one thing that's occurred in international play where players are becoming more athletic, and the opportunity for electric stuff to happen in transition is critical. To me, we have got to stop the intentional fouls, which are prohibiting fast breaks and all the potential for the explosive, exciting athleticism to be on display. So that, to me, is something we've got to address.
I'm with you.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Cleveland's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the 4th. To the middle, here's Hood. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, Rodney Hood not bashful about knifing into the teeth of the defense, given his quickness and length. Very comfortable operating down there.
And the shot's good from Crowder. Crowder's got 19 points.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Elvedova, the pass to Hood. Zizic, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
I really admire the presence of mind from Rodney Hood. He's terrific at realizing when one of his teammates is wide open. Boy, that is about as low a percentage shot as I've ever seen. I guess this guy likes a challenge.
To the inside, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Jazz.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, guys, this guy has been a handful all night long. His scoring really propelled them, and no matter what the matchup was or what the scheme they tried to use, they could not keep this guy in check.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Oh, there's no doubt. This crowd is into it, and it's because of how well their guys have played tonight.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Pulls up, and the rejection by Udo. They recover it.
Utah foul call. Nas Mitchell. That's his second personal foul.
Utah calls timeout. Guys, what do you think?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
You know, I think it's an opportunity just for the coach to see some execution. Finish this thing out the right way.
now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play, and this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Roof shots.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. Here's Mitchell Long. Shoots a three, and the three ball is good. 5 seconds left in the game. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much, Rudy. A big win in front of the home crowd. How did that feel?
Great. The fans were great. We shared the ball. We played better defense in the second half, and it's great to win for us and for our fans.
Always been one of the best crowds in the league. Thanks, Rudy. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time